Hello everyone, here I am making another video for the second car review. Behind me is the Honda S660 and this is one of the videos I was actually quite excited about, considering what kind of car I had in mind for the review. So yeah, the S660 is basically it is, and yeah, let's just start with it. It's Saturday, all the cars are out. I'm at phase 8, so yeah, that's basically pretty much it. So let's go with the overview. Basically, the S660 is the successor to the Honda Beat, which was made back in the 1990s, early 1990s. It was one of the trio of cars, the Kei sports cars at the time, with the Beat, Cappuccino, and with the AZ1. Now, obviously, this car is kind of special in terms of the company with Honda, because the Beat was the last car that Mr. Honda himself approved. So it kind of holds a special place in the world of Honda company. So yeah, and in 2013 or 14, they made a concept version of this car, and in 15, the production started. So that's basically with the overview, and I'm going to switch the camera and talk about the exterior. So yeah, let's start off with the overall exterior look with the S660. So basically, in a nutshell, this is the baby version of the NSX, as both were made around the same time, 2013, 2014. So they both have the mid-engine layout, and they both have the same sort of principal design. So the first thing I want to say is that this one obviously has the aftermarket bonnet, but the rest of the car is basically stock exterior wise. Starting with the bumpers, it has the sort of the two lines going from the headlights all the way to the downside of the bumper. Has the standard air intakes, although they are not real intakes. Then we come with the grille, has the two-piece grille design. It's a very basic stock design, along with the headlights, bi-LEDs with standard indicators and standard high beams. And then once again, the aggressive bonnet, sorry, has these air extrusions basically to give it a more aggressive look, but overall it's pretty decent. Moving along with the side of the car, as you can see with the two character lines as it's carried over from the concept car. Then you have these vents, obviously not just there for styling, but it also have a bit of a function as it releases some air from the front tires. And overall, it actually adds to the look of the car. Even though it's a small car, it just adds to the sort of the profile and give it a sort of a unique character. Then you have the side air intakes as well for the radiators as well. Now the car is sitting on 15-inch wheels, which is just an inch short from the wheels that I have on my Mercedes. But on this particular car, because the car is so small, it actually is the right size. It actually makes the car look big, even though in reality, dimension-wise, it's actually really small. Moving around the rear with the car, as you can see with the taillight assembly, it sits slightly higher because of the dimensions, but that's there for intentional design, considering they wanted to make the car look chubby and cute. So it's there, unlike compared to other cars like a Cappuccino or a Honda Beat. Then you have the smoked taillights, and then we talk about the dual exhaust to give it a sort of look. Considering this is an import, it kind of makes sense. Then you have this little bit of opening on the bumper with the two sort of plastic air vents from either side. That's there, and then there's the LED bar going across the width of the tail light. And since it's also smoked, it gives it that, and it helps to actually blend with the black parts of the car to give it a bit of contrast, and actually looks pretty nice and modern. Then you come with the engine cover itself. It's bulging either side to give it a sort of that muscular look, and since the car is small, it actually works. Then we come to the air intake itself. That is a plastic shroud going across the width of the car. With the concept car, obviously it was nice and smooth, but since this is a production car, they had to add that the shroud itself. And as you can see, the air intake is very small. It doesn't need that much since it's a very small engine. And yeah, that's basically pretty much it for the rear of the car, along with the rest of the stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it with how the exterior of the car looks. I actually prefer the basic model compared to the Mugen or the modular version. And so yeah, that's basically pretty much it for how the car is. And it's time to hit the road and see how it drives. First impressions. Alright, engine's actually really nice. It's torquey. Don't mind the brakes, because the guy said you'll get the brake pads changed. The clutch has the bite way down the line, so you need to press the clutch a bit on the sort of to get the car moving. You don't want the car to stall. All right. Ooh, oh, yeah, the ride is on the stiff side. Right, so let's give it a full beams. Yeah, Hear that turbo whistle? Seems to be pretty doing good, to be honest. It's a pretty good car to drive. Seating position is actually really good. I sit nice and low. The steering wheel is right where I wanted. It's nice and light as well. The car is small, easy to rotate, easy to maneuver around. I'm on second gear. It's actually not bad. The gearbox is actually really positive, has a good feedback once you change gears. It's fun. I love the turbo whistles from behind. It's actually really addicting, to be honest. Yeah, this car is on a bit of a stiff side because, you know, it's meant for the sort of, for like a back road sort of style. It's really fun. I have to say it. Yeah, this is genuinely really fun to drive. Now, the great thing about this car is that even though it's 660cc, because it's turbocharged, it has that torque, and it just makes it so drivable. With the Honda Beat, because it's naturally aspirated, and that it has ITB, individual throttle bodies. The difference is that you have to wring the neck out of that engine. Here, this is, you know, 2,000, 3,000 RPM. It's really drivable. I love the gearbox. It's nice and positive. It's really fun. Now we're on the main road. It's not quick, obviously. 64 horses. Don't expect much. Bit of a noise from the fabric pop. Obviously this is a convertible, but it's really fun. I mean, apologies for the shaky camera because I just got the brand new sort of the handle for the phone, but really it's very enjoyable, this car. The manual is fine. The brakes, even though making noise, it's positive. It's 4-disc brakes as well. It's an overall a really fun car to drive. Not bad with the speed breaker as well. The ride height, even though the car sits very low, is actually really positive. First gear, second gear is around 40. Steering is nice and sharp as well. It's a really fun car, honestly speaking. It's not even quick either. I'm just doing 80 right now. This is it's a kind of a car that you can really enjoy it without having to be, you know, caught with trouble. And yeah, once the car is in the momentum, you really don't want to stop either. I mean, it's really nice. The car is really great. Honestly, I can't speak anything bad about the car considering what it is. For such a small car with the kind of package that it is, it's stiff, it's nice and progressive, it's very positive in terms of the gearbox with the clutch and the throttle. The engine is pretty damn good despite being 660cc. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with the car. You can probably hear the noise from the back. Yeah, all in all, really great car, really fun car to drive. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe and also share the video. It will be a big help for me. I also want to say massive thank you to Osama for lending me his car for today. Without him, this video wouldn't have been possible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be making more of these videos hopefully in the future like this. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.